There's some fun teams having hot starts right now, man. Winnipeg, we know about what's going on with them. The Caps have seemingly had a renaissance here. Yes, Ovi looks good, but it's the team around him that's been especially impressive. Minnesota has been a total wagon. Probably going to give them their own dedicated video soon. Who saw that one coming? And there's also some usual suspects, the Panthers, the Rangers, the Golden Knights. But one team that I know I don't talk about enough on this channel, and I want to change that because they're a ton of fun. It's the Canes. Shout out to Noah Giroux, by the way, but this team just swept through Western Canada, plus Seattle. They didn't play the Jets, though, which is a shame because that would have been a heavyweight bout. And then if that wasn't enough, Brind'Amour and the boys come home to absolutely crush the Bruins 8-2 at home. And then, remember the great new look Caps I just mentioned? They beat them too. Yes, the big boys are showing up. Natchez has 18 points in 10 games. The official NHL Twitter just posted about how much of a streak he's on since dyeing his hair blonde. Sebastian Aho's money in the bank. Seth Jarvis has been good, but that's to be expected. There's a lot of other stuff happening with this team right now that's turning them into an absolute problem. Shayne Gostisbehere is such a fascinating player to me. Remember when he came in as a rookie, basically took the NHL by storm with the Flyers, looked like he was going to be a superstar defenseman. Remember all that stuff with the Ghost in 2016? It was everywhere. Then the guy turned into an absolute roller coaster. Could give you 37 points or be on pace for 24, or he could give you 65 and look like a star. He was always a good player though, even when he was bouncing around a bit. Had quite a good offensive season with Detroit last year, and if you take him for what he is, which is a pretty much pure offensive defenseman, he can help you a lot. And after having a cup of coffee and a playoff run with the Canes in 2023, it seems like that's exactly what Eric Tulsky and the gang wanted in bringing him back this time, and he really has delivered, not just in terms of power play offense, but that pop and skating ability has really brought a nice jolt to that Canes decor. Svechnikov, after being thrown out of whack a little bit with injuries the past 2 seasons, he's back to looking like the star power forward they drafted him 2nd overall to be. And how about this? Jesperi Kotkaniemi's had a nice little start to the season. He's up and down. You don't exactly know what you're going to get from him, but if he can just consistently be a good middle six centerman, especially having Jordan Staal as the other middle six guy, that makes this team infinitely more dangerous. So if you're a Canes fan, you're praying for some consistency from KK here. And if not, Jack Drury's plan B. Jack Roslovic has 6 goals in 10 games since joining the team. Can't forget about him. And with Jay Gensel leaving, you'd love to see them look for an upgrade on that left side, but that Jackson Blake has been a really nice addition to this team. This guy's a 4th round pick who took a pretty big step to make the team decisively out of camp, and he's got 5 points in 10 games here. I know he's a right shot right winger, but I would not be the least bit surprised to see him get an elevated role as the season goes along here. And yes, for my Leafs, Ducks, Islanders fans out there, he's the son of Jason Blake. Then there's, I think, the most interesting part for this team. I also think it's what's going to make them sink or swim come playoff time. The mascot. Nah, just kidding. You know what it is. Anderson was playing great hockey before he went down with injury, but with him, we know what the deal is. Playoff time, you can't always fully rely on him as a number 1. The Kochetkov potential has always been there. He's had to hold down the fort as a number 1 before and did a good job last year, and with Anderson out week to week, he's probably going to have to do it again. It's going to be interesting to see what he's got as the pure number 1, because when Anderson comes back, it's probably going to be 1A, 1B. Is this the year the Hurricanes finally get over the hump? The team looks great right now, and balanced too, but of course, it's still too early to tell. You'd love to see them make an upgrade in the top 6 on left wing. Whether it's Kotkaniemi or Drury, you'd love to see somebody step up as a consistently really good middle 6 centerman with Staal. And of course, in net, it's a good problem to have 2 good goalies, but especially with Anderson's health and playoff history as a factor, and Kochetkov not being a sure thing yet anyways, it's something you wonder about. Canes fans and hockey fans in general, give me your thoughts on this team, especially guys like Gostisbehere, Kotkaniemi, Blake, and the goalies. Thanks so much for watching. Please consider pressing like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. You're awesome.